Yeah, it's quite a story. We talked about the gambling probe of Malik Beasley, pretty good veteran journeyman guard, Detroit Pistons. Find out that Malik Beasley's made $60 million over the course of his career. He's the focal point of a gambling probe in which all these bets were placed about how he would play in certain minutes of certain games, which is a red flag. A lot of bets were placed. So that gambling probe has gone on. Now we find out that he defaulted on a $650,000 loan at a bank, and we find out that he just got evicted from some luxury condo he lives in Detroit. He's $21,000 in the rears in rental payments. This guy made all this money in the NBA. Now he's involved with this gambling scandal. Now he's being sued for bank loan. Just absolutely staggeringly stupid. So a big problem with Malik Beasley. Cleveland Cavaliers, we talked about a week ago about Marcus Morris. Obviously loves Vegas, loves to play the game, loves the tables and the gambling and all that. He got into big debt over unpaid gambling gets to 2 Las Vegas casinos, and he wrote 2 checks that bounced, $250,000. That's a felony. Anyhow, he went back, he got the money, he paid the money. The charges have been dropped, but nobody wants to touch the guy right now. And the third one is the Houston Rockets. This is really interesting. You know about the Kevin Durant, Phoenix Suns, Houston Rockets trade, mega trade in June in the offseason. Rockets have told Kevin Durant, we will offer you a contract extension. Now, Durant's making $54.7 million this year. They said they'll offer him a contract extension, but they're not going to give him the max. He is eligible for 2 years, almost $120 million. Houston said, no, we're not going to give it to you. In fact, we want you to take a pay cut from where you are right now. And everybody's offended on Durant's side. While Durant is 37, you're not going to give him $60 million, which eats up a hell of a lot of your cap space when you got to pay all these other young guys whose careers are going up. I don't know where this whole thing with Durant's going to go, but they said, we want to keep you. Want you to finish with the Rockets. We want to be an NBA championship team, but we're not giving you $60 million per year at your age. So you want to talk about Beasley? You want to talk about bad debts at Las Vegas casinos? You can identify with that. And we're talking about Kevin Durant.
You know, it's interesting how this is more than just sports. I mean, obviously, in this case, you have young men. They obviously have gotten themselves into some money, and they don't know how to handle themselves. Mm-hmm. And the thing that I'm always thinking about more broadly beyond the world of sports is that we don't really teach young teenagers
economics.
Yeah, like just basic finances, because there are tools that are available to people to build like a really nice nest egg and have a really comfortable retirement, and, you know, take some of that money and save it. You could still go out and play and buy a fancy car, but you could put some aside and have it invested safely. You know, there are tools that are available to people to help build wealth. And it's just a shame that we're not properly teaching this to people in our schools, because we could probably help people get out of poverty, but on this stage with sports, we could avoid all of this nonsense.
Where's the player agent on all this?
Well, the player agent, yeah, they do the deal and they cut and run. You know, it's almost like these guys, they all need a business manager, every single one of these pro athletes, to manage their affairs outside of the game so they can just focus on playing. But there still needs to be, I think, there needs to be a prerequisite in like high school to teach basic personal finance.
Rookie seminars, NBA. You bring in the financial people. You got these guys. They're all in camp. You bring all your rookies in, and a club brings in a financial advisor that talks to them about the life of finances of a professional athlete. Yeah. I don't think it's that hard, but nobody seems to do it.
Well, they need to do that, but I'm thinking you need to do that for all of society. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, talk to your president about that. Okay, NBA, feel free to jump on board. Last